Hello guys, today I'll be doing a video on this book, Carnival at Candlelight. Here's a summary. So, there's a master magician who sends his two helpers, Jack and Annie, on a mission in Venice. They have to save the Grand Lady of the Lagoon, which is a mystery, and help people get away from a flood. They escape from palaces and so much action! Now, I'll read some of it to you today. Carnival at Candlelight. This is a Magic Treehouse book, by the way. Very popular books. Chapter 1, A Book of Magic. Dawn was breaking in the Frog Creek woods. Jack saw a light shining up ahead. He ran toward it so fast he couldn't hear his feet hitting the ground. He couldn't feel the frosty winter air. As Jack got closer to the light, he could see the magic treehouse at the top of the tallest oak. A girl and boy were looking out the window. The girl had dark wavy hair and sea blue eyes. The boy had freckles and a big grin on his face. As the two kids waved at him, Jack felt incredibly happy. "Jack, wake up!" Jack opened one eye. His sister, Annie, was standing beside his bed. She was wearing her winter jacket. It was barely light outside. "I just had a dream about the magic treehouse," she said. "Really?" said Jack sleepily. "I dreamed we were running through the woods at dawn," said Annie. "And when we got to the treehouse, Teddy and Kathleen were there waiting for us." Jack sat up. "I just had the same dream," he said. "Meet you downstairs," said Annie. Annie left Jack's room. Jack jumped out of bed, put on his glasses, and threw on his clothes. He grabbed his winter jacket and his backpack. Then he slipped quietly down the stairs and out the front door. Annie was waiting on the porch. The February air was chilly. Frost sparkled in the grass as the sun rose over the Frog Creek woods. "Ready?" said Annie. Jack nodded and zipped his jacket. Without another word, he and Annie hurried up the street and headed into the woods. They ran through the long shadows of the early morning between the bare winter trees. Then they stopped. The treehouse was back, just as Jack had seen in his dream. It was high in the tallest oak tree, shining in the cold morning light. "Wow," said Jack, "dreams can come true." "Yep." "Teddy! Kathleen!" No one answered. "I guess only part of this dream came true," Annie said sadly. She grabbed the rope ladder and started up. Jack followed. Annie climbed into the treehouse. "Oh, wow," she said. "What is it?" asked Jack. "They're here," said Annie in a loud whisper. Jack climbed in behind her. Their friends, Teddy and Kathleen, appearances to Morgan Lee Fay, were sitting under the treehouse window, wrapped in heavy woolen cloaks. They were both fast asleep. "Hey, sleepyheads," said Annie. "Wake up!" Kathleen blinked and yawned. Teddy rubbed his eye. When he saw Jack and Annie, he gave them a wide grin and leaped to his feet. "Hello," he said. "Hello," cried Annie. She threw her arms around Teddy. "We both dreamed you were here." "Ah, then our magic worked," said Teddy. "Kathleen suggested we send dreams to let you know we were here, and it seems our magic sent us to dreamland as well. But now that we are all awake," said Kathleen, "and I am very glad to see you." She stood up, wrapping her cloak around her. Her blue eyes sparkled like seawater in the dawn light. I'm glad to see you too, said Jack shyly. Are you taking us on another Maryland mission? Asked Annie. Not exactly, said Teddy. Maryland has a most important mission for you, but this time we will not be going along. Oh no, said Annie. What if we need your help? Magic to help us. Teddy and Kathleen looked at each other and smiled. Then Kathleen turned back to Jack and Annie. Morgan thinks you may be ready to use magic on your own. Really? Said Jack. Yes, said Teddy, but Marilyn is very courteous about sharing magic powers with mortals, even with as worthy as you. He is also wary of magic being used outside the realm of Camelot. Nevertheless, Morgan has convinced Marilyn to let you prove yourselves. You will be tested on 4 missions, but we don't know any magic, said Jack. Remember what I said to you on our last adventure, said Teddy. If we all work together, anything is possible, said Annie. But you just said that you weren't coming with us. This is true, said Kathleen, and that is why we bring you this. She reached into a pocket of her cloak and pulled out a small handmade book. She gave the book to Annie. The cover of the book was made of rough brown paper. Written on it was neat, simple handwriting was the title. 10 Magic Rhymes for Jack and Annie from Teddy and Kathleen. You made this for us? Yes, said Kathleen. One line of each rhyme is in Teddy's language and one is in mine, the language of the seal people. Annie opened the book to the table of contents. She and Jack skimmed the list of rhymes, and Jack read some of the entries aloud. Fly through the air, make metal soft, turn into ducks. Annie giggled. These are so cool, she said. Let's all turn into ducks. Not now, said Kathleen. You must use these rhymes very sparingly. There are only 10 rhymes in the book, and each rhyme can be only used once. They are meant to last you on 4 journeys. 4? Aye, said Teddy. Marilyn has agreed that if you can use our magic wisely on 4 missions, he will teach you the secrets that will allow you to make magic on your own. Oh boy, said Annie. Jack put the book of magic rhymes in his backpack. So where are we going on our first mission? He asked. This research book from Morgan will tell you, said Teddy. He took out a book and handed it to Jack. The cover showed a bright, colorful city surrounded by water. Jack read the title aloud. A Visit to Venice, Italy. I've heard of Venice, said Annie. Last year, Aunt Gail and Uncle Michael went there on vacation. Aye, this a city that has long welcomed travelers, said Teddy. But you and Jack will be traveling to the Venice of 260 years ago. What will we do there? Asked Jack. Marilyn has prepared careful directions for you, said Teddy. He pulled a letter out of his pocket in his cloak and gave it to Jack. Read this when you get to Venice. Okay, said Jack. He put Marilyn's letter and Morgan's research book in his backpack. Wait a minute, said Annie. If we take the treehouse to Venice, how you guys get back to Camelot? Teddy and Kathleen smiled and held up their hands. They each wore a ring made of pale blue glass. These magic rings belong to Morgan, said Kathleen. They'll take us home. Remember, Teddy said to Jack and Annie, follow Marilyn's directions carefully. If you prove yourself to be wise and brave helpers, He'll call for you again soon. Kathleen nodded. Goodbye now, she said to Jack and Annie. Good luck. Kathleen and Teddy raised their glass rings to their lips. Together they whispered words too softly to be heard. Then they blew on the rings. Before Jack and Annie's eyes, the two young Scorsers began to fade into the cool morning air. In an instant, they had disappeared completely. They're gone, breathed Jack. I guess it's time for us to go too, said Annie. Jack took a deep breath. Then he pointed at the cover of the Venice book. I wish we could go there, he said. The wind started to blow. The trio started to spin. It spun faster and faster. Then everything was still, absolutely still. So guys, this is the end of the video. I'll read the rest to you later.